in our culture overall, we're not teaching what marriage really is about. And it's becoming more of, the culture thinks it's more of just a contract. So it's just like a legalized boyfriend girlfriend kind of system, and that can be further from the truth.
Can you elaborate a little bit about that? Because there might be some people out there that really don't understand that marriage comes from a biblical place, like it is a
Yeah.
union. It is this covenant, and it's the most sacred thing that we have. And I think it would be great because I totally agree. Like in America, we had this idea of an American dream, and in a way, we kind of ended up in a place where it was like keeping up with the Joneses. I need the biggest car, I need the biggest house, I need to get married, I need to have two kids and a white
Right.
picket fence, and that's just not the reality for a lot of people. And the whole idea of marriage changed, and the whole culture behind marriage changed, and it went from something that was sacred to people, sleeping around with hundreds of people, and then divorcing 5 times and thinking nothing of it. But there really is a biblical, and I'm not judging, everybody's path is
Right.
different. But there is a biblical root to like what marriage is supposed to be and what it means.
Marriage is basically meant to be our earthly representation of our relationship with Christ. Christ identifies as him as the bridegroom to his bride, the church. And so we are to identify ourselves, man, to our bride, the woman, and being married together as a covenant versus a contract. When I say that, a contract can be broken and there's just legal consequences to it. A covenant has soul tie to it. A covenant means there's spiritual applications to it. A covenant means that there is a promise at such a deeper core level than just legalism, if you will. And so, with that, that's why I don't recommend a divorce, because it wasn't just a legal separation to where it's just recognized when you do your taxes you're not married anymore kind of thing. There is a spiritual death that happened when that went away. I didn't even realize it until like the final actual papers came in, signed, and says, yep, divorce has been fully decreed, you are legally completely done. And I believe they're spiritual with the legal. And we see that even in the Bible on how God gave his law. And yes, we are not under the law because Jesus fulfilled the law, but he also did not abolish the law, right? And so there's that's a whole nother conversation, but ultimately that there is spiritual attached to the legal.